Hi guys, RICHKINGRETRO here, back with another video. If it doesn't rain, it pours. So I mentioned I might be picking up a Nintendo bundle in my last video. I think I did. Yeah. So basically at the weekend I did a sci-fi comic convention, a Star Wars trader or toy collectible trader. So there's some Nintendo stuff for me. In the end I got 3 or 4, I think it's 4 N64s off him. Lots of cartridge wrestling games which I needed, and sports games. Quite a lot of stock for my table. And I think I actually posted that either on Twitter, I think I did on Twitter and also on Facebook. And one of my friends said, you know, I've got some N64 stuff. My parents had just moved house. My old N64 was up in the loft, you know. Do you want to come round and buy this off me for 50 quid? So I was like, okay. I was sort of umming and ahhing about the price, but then they whacked up another photo and they had some box Game Boy games there as well. So yeah, went round this house and this is what I picked up. Okay, so another N64, but no expansion pack. Boo! I think in my last video it wasn't actually an expansion pack that was actually with it. I thought it was a Rumble pack, but it was actually another sort of like an unofficial expansion pack. So that's quite good to have because I can actually put that. I've got an N64 which doesn't have an expansion pack in it at all, so I was able to put that one out. So I've got like another one to trade in or to sell on. 2 grey controllers, which to be honest I used to hate grey controllers, always find them, but now I really enjoy them because I can just match them up with the other Nintendos that I haven't got controllers with, and I just keep the colour ones for myself. It's always good to have spare ones as well. So yeah, so £50 I got that. There was a Super Game Boy, just randomly, because he did have a Super Nintendo. I know he sold it to a friend who lived up the road. So I messaged him on Facebook saying, do you still have it? But he hasn't got back to me yet. So I think he's in the Marines and actually away. So the magnifying glass. The Game Boy, quite yellow at the front. All works. Yeah, the front's yellow. The back's grey. The back did have a broken one, but I've got like a box of just sort of like little add-ons, if you know what I mean, of Game Boy battery covers. So I've got loads of them. Got about 20 different Game Boy covers, battery covers. Okay, now for the games. For some reason, the games came in this little case here. They actually like fit in there, so I'm not quite sure where you got this from. But they do fit in there quite snugly. But I think I'll just throw that away. Okay, now for the games. Kirby's Dream Land, T2, Terminator, Tetris. Yeah, I sell Game Boys at the convention, and all of my Tetrises are gone, and everyone just wants to buy a Game Boy and Tetris. Before I used to always leave Tetris at car boot sales, but now I've got like about 10 Game Boys where I want Tetris with each one because they're more likely to sell with Tetris than without. Because I've like sold so many, because I had like 30, 40 of them. I just run out of Tetris, so it's good to have Tetris because people just love Tetris. Okay, Super Mario Land gold coins 2. Yeah, Super Mario Land 2, the 6 gold coins. A couple of manuals to go with them. Okay, and the games. But one thing, something in these box absolutely surprised me. So yeah, it brought back some memories. Asteroids, the ultimate arcade mega hit. The Super cartridge, 32 in 1. I need to give this a spin actually. So this is one of those like Japanese ones. On the back it's got like 1 to 32 in English, and then it's got 1 to 32 in Japanese. So yeah. So it's got Battle City, Motocross, Tank, Cycler Bike. It's got Stargate, Penguin Land, Turtles. Then it just says SP Maryland, SP Motocross, SP Invader. And Turtles 3. It says Turtles Fighter 3 and then it says Turtles 3. I need to look up on that. Okay, Lemmings. I've already got a box copy of that actually, so that one needs to go out of the collection. Krusty's Funhouse. I've already got this in my collection, but this is a better box, so I'll swap that out. Mortal Kombat. Get over here. Yeah, one of the guys in the cosplay tournament at the Sci-Fi Comic Con convention, he normally dresses up as Johnny Depp, the pirate, for Pirates of the Caribbean. But I've been speaking to him for the last couple of years, and then this guy came along in a Sub-Zero outfit. He was awesome in his Sub-Zero outfit, and he was like, "All right, mate, how you doing?" I didn't recognise him at all. It was only until like about 3 hours later when he took his helmet off I actually knew who it was. The Flash. Yeah, this one's a bit destroyed. The box there is a bit broken. Cardboard, and it also says the guy's name on the back. But what I wanted was Kung Fu Master. Fortified Zone. Oh, once again, it's got like his name on the back. Boom, why did they do that? And Donkey Kong Land, which I surprisingly didn't have in my collection. So they are going in my collection. Okay, I think it is Asteroids. No, it is not Asteroids. Okay, which one is it? Which one is it? I have to open every single one of them now. Must be Fortified Zone. Is it? No, it's not that one. Oh, it is The Flash. Okay, I always mentioned, like, years ago, there used to be a DVD shop. It was called JB Videos. Yeah, they used to hire out DVDs, and they had a little game section. And always used to say they had 3 different categories: red for like new releases, blue, and like yellow. And yellow would be all like the cheap games. Normally there'd be like Sonic in there, Crackdown, pinball, just like all the sports games. FIFA 95. You just pay £5 to trade it in, and then to go up a level you pay £5, and to go up to the top level you used to just pay like £15. You used to go £5 for that level, £10, and then £15. So what I used to do when I was younger, I used to go to car boot sales, buy Sonic for a couple of quid, pay £15, and you just basically pay around £20 for a new release game, like Sonic 3, Cannon Fodder, and stuff like that. And a few people didn't believe me, but it actually says here, there's a little sticker that they put in on all, they used to put this on all the DVDs and that, saying, fed up with your games, you can trade them in as little as £5. And that was it, JB Videos. And when I saw this, it brought back memories. I'm like, yeah, mate, I can't believe it, because I was even speaking to the guy I got them off. We're like, yeah, we always used to go in there for fun. It wasn't just me thinking, oh, am I the only person who did that? And we always used to go in on Friday and go to the lady, because she always used to let us trade up. And I was speaking to my mate, Gibbo, and he was like, yeah, mate, I used to go in on Friday as well and trade up as well, even though we never met each other until like 20 years later. It's just funny, we always used to do the same thing as kids, just go in there, trade our games in. Oh, I do miss that, I do miss that. Complete with box and instructions. Yeah, you used to have another 2 different places. So that's why when I was younger, I used to just consume so many Mega Drive games. And that's why I got a massive Mega Drive collection, because I used to play every single one of them. I used to just swap out so much. Or just buying some rubbish football games with my friends for £10. You just take them in there, you spend 25 quid, and then you just come out with like a new release game, which was like brilliant. I still see the guy who used to work in there. He comes into the supermarket where I work. He comes in there and I'm like, all right, mate. Thinking I used to buy it off your wife, and now I think he's actually divorced his wife actually now. I probably would have divorced her too if she's giving away new games. Okay, let's get these back in the boxes. Yeah, I can't wait for Kung Fu Master. I don't think I've got room in my cabinet for any more Game Boy games, to be honest. I think it is absolutely full. Okay, that's them. It also came with some N64 games. All of them I had. Some of them actually, there's a mark on them. I'm thinking, I actually remember borrowing this game off you and actually dropping it on the floor and creating that mark. Like years ago. I'm sure I did. Or one of his mates, my mate Mark, yeah, he was really good friends with the guy. And they used to ride bikes together. They used to go trials biking. So yeah, with the I don't know what it's called, oil in the brakes. Oh, I don't know, not Madura mask, but something like that. Not the normal standard brakes, liquid brakes. Yeah, and he used to take the N64 around his house when he used to stay over there. And sometimes he would forget it, and then we'd just go around just playing on it. I'm thinking, I remember dropping this on the floor. I'm sure I did, thinking, oh shit. And he doesn't notice. But yeah, I think I've got every single game here, but it's good for stock and good for trade. So, Turok 2, Seed of Evil. I think I was really looking forward to this game actually, really looking forward to it when it came out. And I thought it was a bit of a letdown. What was it, the first one? Oh mate, so many memories. No, this is the multiplayer one. I really like this one. It's the first one I didn't like. Yeah, the first one I didn't like. This was like the 4-player, I think. And it was really good actually, 4-player game actually. I was running around with my crossbow on bows. 1080 snowboarding. Zelda Ocarina of Time. Wave Race 64. I think I've missed that one for the collection. Usual GoldenEye. Tetrasphere. Super Mario 64. Banjo-Kazooie. I never really enjoyed Banjo-Kazooie, if I've got to admit. I never actually purchased it when it came out. I remember buying it off a friend. I gave it a couple of hours. And then, yeah, I just never really got into it. I don't know, I guess after playing Mario 64, it was just, I thought it was a bit of a letdown, really. Star Wars Racer. Lilac Wars. Fucking awesome game. I love Lilac Wars. When I first got my N64 for Christmas, 96? Must be 96, yeah. 96, I think. Or 97. When did I get it? Oh, 96 or 97. So when it literally I'm sure it must have came out before Christmas, 96. And then a year later it was 97. Yeah, that's when I got my N64. I actually found it on the local like free ads. Free ads, these big yellow like colour pages, and someone was selling it. I know the machine came out. I think it was about $3.50, I think, new. And this guy had it for, like, sale for N64, 2 controllers, Lilac Wars, and GoldenEye, and it was like 160 quid. I'm like, Mum, before Christmas, like, Mum, can we go get this now? Can we go get this now? Like, oh, pester her for about an hour, so we need to get this, because she was just by the free ads and just looking there for little collectibles. Can we go get this now? Yeah, so we just got in the car and purchased it, and it's probably the only sort of like console that I got for Christmas I knew I was getting. So that's what I got. Yeah, I think it came with GoldenEye. No, it was Star Wars. It was the Star Wars. Was it Shadows over Empire or something? That one, and Lilac Wars, and I got GoldenEye for Christmas, and a couple other games. So yeah, so I knew I was getting that because she was willing to pay £350 for the console, like 1 or 2 games. So I knew she would have got it for Christmas anyway. But I'm like, since I spent £150 on this, can you spend another £150 on some games? So for Christmas, yeah, so that's what I got. So I got GoldenEye, Lilac Wars from then for Christmas. No, GoldenEye. No, I got Lilac Wars and Star Wars. Shadow of the Empire, whatever it was, whatever game that was. I remember just killing the Yeti people in one mission. Then I got GoldenEye. Yeah, it was GoldenEye, Diddy Kong Racing, and another game which I never really liked. Knife Edge. Yeah, like the Knife Edge game. I think she actually went to JB Videos, actually got them from there, actually. The actual shop. So yeah, so that's the story on that. And yeah, I really think I showed you Rave Racer. Oh yeah, Duke Nukem 64. Which I've got one signed from the actual guy who does the voice, John St. John. And this one can actually go in my collection because I don't actually have a cop, so I've only got one with his signature on. So it's just in the cabinet there, but yeah. So that was £50. Yeah, quite chuffed with that. Some games I can easily trade in. The N64, and I'll be able to get my money back on the N64, the Game Boy, and maybe like GoldenEye. So yeah, the rest is just good trade fodder. Good trade fodder. So yeah, so this year's been really good. Actually, I'm going to do a separate video actually. If I just end this video now and then talk about half an hour about the year that I've had. So yeah, be back in a minute.